Talk to Vince in Greenville. Hey, Vince.
Hey, good morning.
Morning. What's up?
I've been listening to you for the last couple of days, and the topics that you're talking about, Simpsonville, the Common Core, and abortion all have two things in common. One, they have children in common, and two, they have parents who cooperate with all three in order for any of it to take place. All right. And so I was thinking about this morning. I was like, because you demonstrated a level of frustration with Common Core that was just like, and you admitted that it would separate, the whole object is to separate the parents from the child and just, I guess, instructing the child. Why don't you just say no? Why put your children and yourselves through that? I mean, if the battle is to be fought, and it's obviously being fought in the classroom, why don't you just say no? We're not going to do that. We know we know how to teach them math. Why teach them this junk?
Well, I agree with you, Vince, and I've actually been researching homeschool over the last couple of weeks because my daughter asked me to homeschool her, and so I've been looking into it. So I'm trying to find an alternative for next year, and I actually think I found a decent one where your kids can go to school online, and so it's kind of a traditional blend. So I'm trying to, Vince. I'm
Yeah, no, I'm not. That's on a personal level.
Yeah,
but on a community level, I mean, we just accept it because they tell us we have to. I mean, they give us the grades, and if we want the grades, we condition ourselves so we want our kids to get good grades, so we got to do this, all right? But they're setting the grades, all right? And then they tell us to use a methodology that doesn't make sense. Most technology is to improve the way things are done, not to make them more difficult. So this isn't even technology, you know? So I'm just saying, until the community says no, because the teachers get paid to do it, they're going to do it. The government's going to make them do it. But the parents don't have to do it. They're our kids.
Well, yeah, and you know what? Hold on, Viz. I'm glad you brought this up because, see, this is what is different in our country right now. People used to be able to say, voters, large numbers of voters, hey, we're not going to do this anymore. And then they would go to the polls, and if they won, we didn't have to do it anymore. That's what's changed. We won the Common Core debate, Vince, and it sounds like you've only been listening to the show for a couple of days, so definitely welcome to the show. Thrilled to have you here. But yeah, this state, in response to the overwhelming outrage of parents, our legislators actually passed a law banning Common Core in our schools. And nothing changed. My kids' textbooks say Common Core right across the front of them. I mean, this is like a metaphor for the world right now. I mean, look, the people of the UK passed Brexit. They voted to leave the EU. They're tired of sending billions of dollars to the EU and having to accept refugees they don't want. Well, guess what? They're still in the EU 2 years later, almost 3. We voted for a president that we wanted to secure the border. The polls overwhelmingly show that majorities of Democrats, Republicans, and independents want that border secure, that they consider it to be a crisis on the border. And guess what? Not secure. Government shut down. So I think that's why we're in an era we've never really been in before, where we have a mandate from the people. We do what you're supposed to do to win. We elect the people. We win the battles. They even pass the legislation, and still we lose. And it's that sort of feeling of frustration, in some cases desperation. We've got these legislators who are not afraid of us, who go up there and undermine what we voted for, even when the majority clearly backs it. I mean, I think it's the number one issue in this country right now, and even globally, is that this is going on.